Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the vlog. So today is Saturday. If you hear some breathing, that's Remain doing his stretching. But today I'm taking my FTP. So what FTP? What is FTP? So FTP is your functional threshold power. So it kind of like measures like your average power that you know, your output that you cycle on the bike. As you guys know, I have a Peloton bike. So today I'm doing a 20 minutes FTP test. I did one before I started the program. It's a 5-week program. And today is the last day. So I'm hoping that, well, I know I am going to increase my power and my endurance because, yeah, girl, I've been training for 5 weeks now and I absolutely feel stronger. So I'm going to do that. But first, I'm going to do meditation first. And I have my this Celsius just to give me a little bit of energy to make sure that I perform to the best of my ability doing this test. So I'm excited because I do feel stronger. So I'm ready. I'm gonna do a meditation and then after that I'm gonna do a stretch after the FTP test. So yeah, so let's begin.
Use mantras in our meditation practice or positive affirmations to foster self-love, self-acceptance, self-kindness, whatever it is that we're working on in our meditation practice spills over into our daily life. So today we are going to work with a mantra for acceptance. Find a comfortable seat. I'm up on a blanket. Myself. I accept myself. I forgive myself. I'm good to myself. Throughout your day. I'm Kristen McGee. This is Peloton Meditation. Thank you so much for joining me. Can't wait to see you soon.
Output. So, let's take a look at our bike. Remember, cadence, resistance, output. Cadence, how fast your pedals move per minute. Resistance is how hard you make it to move your pedals. Turn that resistance on the right, makes it harder. Turn to the left, makes it easier. And of course, that middle number output, that's that combination of cadence and resistance.
You're gonna stay here for a hot sec, really pushing your knee up into your hand. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands behind your calf, maybe up towards your ankle or even behind your thigh. We'll stay here in this hamstring stretch for just a little bit, but I want you to bend your knee and inhale. Try to pull your knee closer to your chest. And then as you exhale, what's up, Peloton? I'm Rebecca Kennedy, and welcome to your 10-minute full body stretch. Come on and lay down on the mat with me. We're going to start stretching out our hamstrings. And you don't need any equipment for this, so just get comfortable. Laying down on the mat, whether this is a workout or a day off. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you're here. Hug your knee into your right chest, right knee into your chest. And then we're just going to stay here for a hot sec, really pushing your knee up into your hand. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands behind your calf, maybe up towards your ankle or even behind your thigh. We'll stay here in this hamstring stretch for just a little bit, but I want you to bend your knee and inhale. Try to pull your knee closer to your chest. And then as you exhale, you can extend your legs straight. The higher your hands up on your leg, the more flexibility you need to have. So don't be a hero right here. Just do what feels good. Breathe in, bend your knee. And exhale, point and extend. Woo. Let's just stay here for a second. If your leg is shaking, that is your nervous system responding that it needs to. Get used to this new environment, okay? So once it kind of ceases shaking, you know, okay, it actually let go. And then you can go ahead and bend your knee into your chest and then cross your knee over to the left so that your right knee is on the floor. Left hand anchors it down and then open your right arm to the right, and you can even look that way too. Breathe in. We're going to try to take our right rib cage on an exhale and roll it back to try to touch the floor. It might not get there, it likely won't, but the intention is just to go on a journey in that direction. And then go ahead and extend both arms out to a letter T, palms down. Extend your right leg as straight as you can, and we're going to pendulum down to the floor, up to the right, and down and up to the left. Down, out to the right, and up to the left. So full half a circle. Down and out, and down and cross. One more. And cross. Now bend both of your knees to the left and roll to your left side. You can cushion your head with your hands. And then I want you to bring your knees up in line with your hips so that they're at a 90-degree angle. And we're going to use our right hand on the floor. Lift your top leg up, and then we're going to go ahead and bring it all the way up to the ceiling for a hip car. So this is all about hip rotation and mobility. I know you guys have been looking for it. From here, you're going to internally rotate your leg. So your heel pulls back towards you and your knee pushes away. And then you're going to extend as far back behind you as you can without rolling forward or arching your back. Start to lower it down towards the floor. Inner thigh is hovering above the ground, and then bring it back up towards your chest. Good. We're going to reverse it. So bring it back behind you. Try to get into full hip extension. And then lift it up towards the ceiling. The outer corner of your butt cheek is going to be nice and lit. And then we're going to bring our knee towards the ceiling as our heel goes to the floor. Continue to pull it up towards your shoulder as you come forward and down towards that left knee. Good. Go ahead and relax. So we're going to lay on our back again and now hit the other side. So left knee into your chest. And then go ahead and inhale. Bring your hands behind your leg and exhale. Extend it straight. So remember, 3 placement options for your hands: behind your hamstring, behind your calf, or behind your ankle. Totally depends on flexibility. Inhale, bend your leg. And exhale, extend your leg straight and point your toe. Inhale, bend. Try to bring your knee towards your chest. On an exhale, extend your leg straight and point that toe. Beautiful. Hold it here for 10. Ooh, feels good, huh? Okay, bend that knee. cage and try to lay it flat on the floor. Hold this for 7 more seconds, and we're gonna go into our pendulum swings. We'll do 5 of them. Arms go out to a letter T, palms down. Extend your left leg straight and begin. Swing down towards your foot and out to the left, down towards your foot and up to the right. So it's like you're gonna go from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, swinging your leg down past 6, yeah? There we go. Here's your last one. You feel your spine kind of releasing, your sacrum releasing. It feels good, huh? Now we're gonna go ahead and lay on our right side. So if you need to swing around to see me, you can. We have that hip card. Totally lay down on your right rib cage and your hand is supporting your head. Knees up at 90 degrees. Lift the top leg up, and we're going to continue to lift that top leg as high as we can, knee to the ceiling. Now, it's important to keep your hips stacked and not to roll backwards or to roll forward. Now, we're going to bring that left heel back towards you, and then the left knee away from you. And we're going to continue to pull back into hip extension. So you're trying to get that left thigh slightly behind you without arching your back. Then you're going to pull it all the way forward into your chest nice and slow, and we reverse it. So drive it back behind you into that hip extension. Your knee is away from you as far as you possibly can. Now we start to lift the outer left thigh up towards the ceiling, keeping that knee bent. And then we're going to bring that left knee towards your shoulder, left heel towards the front of the room. Continue to drive that knee up toward your shoulder, then back down in front of you, and go ahead and finish. Good. Pop up under your hands. We're going to swing around to hit a child's pose. Now listen, if you liked how that felt in your hip, I recommend that you do that pretty often. Sit back in a child's pose and let your forehead rest on the floor. Take your right hand and then wrap it underneath the left, and your right temple is on the ground. You can use your left hand to pull that right hand underneath you and away from you towards the left. Feel a good shoulder and back release right here, and a little bit of T-spine rotation. Then place your left hand on the floor, and then cross the left hand underneath the right. And if this feels great, you can go ahead and take that right hand and grab the left wrist and pull it towards the right as your right shoulder rolls back away from you. You should feel this stretch and release the back of your left shoulder blade. Maybe even in your traps and lats a little bit, yeah? Right hand on the floor, and go ahead and come up onto your knees. Roll the shoulders back really quick. Amazing. Now, if you just want to swing around and face me, we're going to do a little pressure point in our neck and jaw because we tend to hold a lot of tension up here. So 2 fingers, kind of like Scout's Honor. You're going to go right behind that earlobe, and it's right where your jaw that meets your neck, okay? So you're going to push inwards and up a little bit, and just try to relax. Your mouth might open a little bit. You might hear the music get a little softer. Just continue to apply gentle pressure. There's a warmth feeling that can come all over the muscles in your face. Invite that. And then go ahead and relax, release, and just open your mouth a little bit. Tilt your head right to left. See how much that release the sides of your neck and even the front of it, right? So you can do that at any point during the day. Now you're going to meet me in a forward fold. So tuck your toes under, back your hands up towards your knees, and then push backwards so that your legs are straight and your feet are hip distance apart. You can start off with a slight bend in your knee.
I don't do that
and
part.
then just bend your elbows and catch your thumbs in the creases of your elbows, and then drop your head between your arms. So we're going to stay here for almost a full minute. And the reason that we're going to do that is not just because of our hamstrings, but also because this decompresses your spine. And now that your jaw and neck and shoulders are all released, and we started stretching our hamstrings on the ground, well, now you have a little gravity to help support that. So I want you to breathe in and actually mentally think about delivering the oxygen to your hamstrings, the back of your thighs. On an exhale, you're going to straighten the legs as much as possible. Let's stay here for just a little bit longer. Breathe in, try to keep the legs straight. Try to get your chest as close to your thighs as possible. Exhale, sink down a little bit further. You can even use some pressure from your thumbs, pushing your elbows towards the ground. But don't let your head have any tension. And when you're ready to release your hands down to the floor and start to softly bend your knees, taking your time to start rolling up. Your head should be the last thing to roll all the way up. Once you come to a standing position, roll the shoulders back, take your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart, and just give me a twist left to right. Releasing everything, bring some oxygen back into your full body. Left arm reaches up and over to the right, and switch right arm up and over to the left, and meet me up through center, hands down to heart center. Peloton, I hope you feel amazing after this. Thanks for stretching with me, and thanks for paying gratitude to your body. I'll see you back on the mat soon. Peace.
So I just got finished showering, so I'm going to just add a little skincare. I don't do too much, but what I'm going to do is I have this Kiehl's, it's like a ferulic essence, and I like it because it just makes your face feel super soft. I put a little bit in my hands and just like moisturize it into my face. You know, just add a little bit on my neck. I might film today, so I'm just gonna just prep my skin. And then I got this ordinary hyaluronic acid. I've never tried it before, and I thought I would give it a good try. So I'll just squirt a little bit, you know, just a little bit, and rub it up, and then put it on. I mean, I'm gonna do a little bit of reading today. I haven't read today or wrote my affirmation. I was just so excited about taking that FTP test to see if well, just to know how much I increased my endurance. And I was happy that score went up, which was really nice. This is just a little bit of moisturizer. And then I have this eye cream from Lancome, and I just put a little bit and roll it around my eyes like so. It has a little ball which feels really good, and you kind of like just maneuver it around your entire eye socket, which is really nice. So I like that. I like the way that feels. And I kind of like just, you know, just pat it in. And the excess one, I don't know, I just rub it around on top of my eyelids, and yeah, that's it. And then now my skin feels very plump and soft, and yeah. And, you know, after that intense workout, I just try to keep myself hydrated. Also, I have an affirmation that I kind of like write out that I just started February, and it's just writing out my affirmation 25 times every day. Usually I either do it before I start working out, or I'll do it right after I shower and get myself together. I just relax, you know, with a cup of coffee, and then just write my affirmation 25 times, and it makes me feel so good. And yeah, just prepare my mind for the day, and you know how I want everything to unfold throughout the day. Yeah. This is actually my favorite coffee, cold brew. So good with this hazelnut from International Delight. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. I love it so much. And I don't do too much cream because I don't like my coffee too white, but I think this is good. I like it when it looks more caramel. I'll show you guys. So I like it more like this. So the book that I'm reading, it's called Blessing for the Morning, and it's like a prayerful encouragement, you know, just to begin your day. And I'm actually reading the one that says hold your ground. I'm just going to read just a little bit of, you know, what it says. It says, in the face of the enemy's lies, taunts, and threats, may you tighten your belt of truth, raise your shield of faith, and hold your ground. I just find that little passage very powerful. And then it goes on to say, may you refuse to be bullied by your fears and pushed around by your past mistakes. Like, how powerful is that? Like, I know a lot.
Being said, let's go ahead and get ourselves started. Right in Tadasana, mountain pose. Go ahead and bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes and just dip your chin down. Think about elongating through the cervical spine, so through the neck. So not rounding, but lifting up as you tuck your chin in. With the eyes closed or softly gazing down. A deep, full breath into the belly. Exhale through your nose. Empty, empty, empty. Draw your navel towards your spine. 2 more breaths, just like this. Inhale, check in to the knees. Cactus your arms out and open and pick up through chest and heart. So there's a bit of a back bend. And then straighten your legs, drag your forearms together in front of you. And then start to lift your elbows and your fingers all the way up to the ceiling, lengthening through the arms. We're going to do this 2 more times. So on your exhale, cactus your arms out, stick your booty out, lift up through chest and heart, and then hand draw through center, forearms touch. Inhale, keep reaching all the way up through the ceiling, and then exhale, cactus, find your back bend. Inhale, so it's a long inhale, forearms, straighten your legs, inhale, reach all the way up, 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 up. Good, this time, Swing your hands out and around behind your back. Interlace your hands. And again, we're finding that little back bend. So bend the knees, shoot the fists down towards the ground, and pick up through chest and park. Now, if you actually don't have the grip with your fingers behind you, you're welcome to use a towel or a t-shirt. Just get something to pull your hands together, and then think about squeezing your shoulder blades together. On the exhale, we're going to forward fold. You're welcome to keep that little bend to your knees. As you start to dive yourself forward and down, let the head be heavy, and then just shake your head yes and no. And the fists might be reaching behind or up to the ceiling or even in front if you have that mobility in your shoulders. One more breath. Good. Release your hands down to the ground. With the bend to your knees, I want you to roll up one slow vertebra at a time, like you're rolling up molasses. Nice and slow. All right. Roll your shoulders off the back a few times and find yourself back into Tadasana, mountain pose. Some half sun cells. Inhale, circle out around, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips, head is heavy. Inhale is our half lift. Pull up through chest, pull the ribs in and elongate through spine. Exhale, we melt all the way back down, so move with the cadence of our breath. And then inhale, circle out around, all the way up. We'll do the Hastasana. Exhale, hands come down through prayer into your Tadasana. Same thing again. Inhale, out around and up. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the spine nice and long. So maybe that means you do have to bend your knees. Inhale is your half lift. Ribs draw in, navel pulls up. Exhale, melt. And then circle out around all the way up. See if you can go a little longer this time. Exhale, hands draw down through prayer and by the sides. Last time. Let's get it. Inhale, out around up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale is your half lift. Open up. Drive your chest and heart forward. Exhale, melt all the way back down. Circle arms out around. Reach up through to the ceiling. And exhale, hands draw down through prayer and by the sides. Okay, we're going to be balancing. So if you need a wall close to you, you're welcome to take it or a chair. But who knows, maybe try without. And if you fall, that's cool. Try again. Transition all the way to the left foot. Right knee starts to pick up into the chest. Choose your drishti, something in front of you, something that is not moving. That's going to help you stabilize, okay? Now, bring your hands around your right thigh and start to squeeze your right thigh into your chest. Can you grow a little longer through the spine? Envision that there is a string coming from the top of your head and you're being pulled all the way up, up, up. So you're finding a little bit more space between each and every single vertebra. And then just wiggle your foot around, circles. And if you're wiggling and wobbling through the left leg, you're with me. You're not alone. Okay. All right, let's challenge this a little bit. Hands to the hips. We're going to extend the right leg all the way out in front. So core starts to stabilize and activate. Glutes start to turn on. Extend the right leg out, and it might be an inch or so off the ground. It might be much higher up. I want you to flex the foot like you're trying to kick through the wall in front of you. Keep the leg nice and strong. We're going to hinge forward as we kick the leg back into a warrior 3. I want you to think of a warrior 3 really similar to a plank. Okay, so from the crown of the head, through the shoulders, through the hips, through the heels, and behind, reach your arms up to the ceiling. Nothing like moving slow, right? Okay, ribs pull in and down. If you need a little bend to that back knee, take it. Maybe even have a slight tuck to the tailbone here. So everything is pulling in and it's contained through the torso. All right, now moving slowly again. We're going to tap the right knee down to the ground for 4. For 3, do not let it touch until we hit 1, 2, and 1. There we go. Lift it all the way back up for 4. For 3. For 2. For 1. All right, right knee pulls into the chest. We come to stand up nice and tall again. If you're feeling the left leg, good, right? Flex the right foot. Figure 4, sit your booty back. Hands draw to prayer. Stay open through the chest. Now I want you to press your hands really, really, really heavily together and just feel how that starts to activate, possibly through the upper arms a little more and through the chest. And then really pick up, get proud through the chest without sinking into a back bend. So keep the core contained. For 3, a little deeper. For 2, you have this. And 1. Right knee picks up, pulls into the chest, and exhale. We step the right foot down to the ground. Give your legs a little bit of a shake. All right. From here, feet can be together or a little bit separated. I like separated feet for chair. So we're going to sit our booty all the way back and down into your chair pose. Same core containment I've been talking about as if we're wearing a corset. And then drag your weight back, so gaze down, and ideally you can see all 10 toes. And again, press heavy, 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 hands pressing towards one another. Now I want you to imagine there's a block between your legs, and maybe if you have a block, you're welcome to place it between. I want you to think about dragging your heels really far apart, as if you could grip the mat by dragging the heels, and then squeeze the inner thighs towards one another, as if you're trying to squish that block without sinking in. And then this is a strange one, the butt muscles, imagine you could pull them out either side, okay? Feel how much more active you get in the legs. For 3. Exhale for 2. For 1, reach all the way up, comes down nice and tall, and then hands roll down through prayer and by the sides into your Tadasana. How you doing? Are you feeling anything in the legs? Because I definitely am. Let's switch sides. Heavy in the right leg, left knee picks up into the chest. Choose your drishti, something in front of you, something that's not moving. And it could be down low, be straight ahead, or above. Figure out what works best for you. Interlace your hands around your knee or your shin. Roll your shoulders up and back. Stay long and tall here. I love the song. Okay, rational. If you haven't listened, you need to. Ooh. Okay, start to add in the ankle rolls. And as we're doing this, I do want you to be aware of what's happening with the left side body. If you're crunching up into a little bit of a C on the left side, can you think about dropping your left sit bone close to the ground and lifting up left side of the body as long as the right? Okay, hands come to hips. You know what's coming up, okay? We extend the leg out. If it's an inch off the ground, pull. Keep it there. Think about lifting, lifting, lifting. If it's up higher, pull. Keep it there. Think about lifting. Extend out. Flex your foot like you're trying to kick your heels through the wall in front. Keep the left quad super strong as you start to hinge from the hips. We're not rounding to the spine. We keep the spine long. We hinge only from the hips. Left toes, left knee, left hip, dial down. And again, you're in a plank pose, so there's no hills and valleys, right? Imagine it was a tabletop from the crown of the head all the way through the shoulders to the hips to the left heel. Proprioception is hard where you are in space, right? But if we kind of work towards that, who knows, maybe eventually we'll understand a little bit more. Okay, nice long 4 count step back. The toes don't tap the ground until the last count. So let's go ahead and get this. Start to bend the right leg for 4. For 3, arms reach up and forward. For 2. For 1, high lunge. Okay, little tuck to the tailbone. If you need a little bend to that back leg, take it. We don't want to crunch in your lower back. We're trying to find space here rather than compression. 4 counts to lower that back knee down. It's not a slam, it's a light tap. And then we lift back up for count of 4. So let's get this for 4. For 3. For 2. You got it. For 1, lift it up for 4. No rush. For 3, pull the right hip to the left. For 2. For 1. Nice. Okay. We're going to press heavy into the right foot. Left knee is going to pick back up into the chest. Flex the right foot. Figure 4. Sit your booty down. Again, you're trying to squeeze something in between your hands. Start to feel your chest activate a little bit more. And again, it's that little back area. Are you crunching in your back bend? Can you elongate but keep the core, which is from the back to the front, super strong and lengthened? 2 more breaths. Because you can, not because you want to, but because you can.
She could be my little freckle-faced fidgeter.
All right. Go ahead and pick that left knee all the way up into your chest. You know where we're going. Hi-yi-yi, chair pose. Sit yourself down.
Signature, the scribbler. saying that she's
Can you
finished, but
start to feel how these poses,
see the sky.
some of these poses are actually kind of similar?
I feel it ain't no limit.
I kind of think about them as families, right? And they may be like cousins. They're close, but they're not quite identical.
Morning keepers.
So similar thing with your figure 4 here. It's easy to be in a back bend, and I was for a long period of time.
I'm reminded of that.
But it's actually a lot more doable and capable if you elongate through
So I staggered
your
to
back.
the floor, start to stand brazen.
I know, I talk in chair, and people hate me for it. For 3, for 2, for 1, circle your arms out, around, up, straighten through your legs. Hands draw down through your prayer. Give your legs a little bit of a shake. Okay, Tadasana. Inhale, circle all the way out, around, and up. And start to dive yourself forward and down. We're going to start to wind this down a little bit more.
Bigger freckle face figure.
Heel toe your feet so they're hips distance.
When all the snitches start to snicker.
Now, if you have to round through your spine to touch the ground, have a bend in your knee. Lengthen your spine. Your peace fingers, we're going to grip around your big toes. Inhale is your half lift, so pull your chest and heart forward. And on your exhale, I want you to drive your chest towards the ground. Crown of the head comes towards the ground, elbows flat to the side. Now here's the deal. I am trying to squish my peace fingers with my big toes. Then I'm going to drag my elbows back behind so they're touching the sides of my calves. And inhale is your half lift. Remove your hands. We're going to roll on up. So deep bend to the knees here. Round through your spine as you slowly start to pull all the way up to stand. Circle your arms out, around, all the way up to the ceiling. Then exhale, hands go down through breath. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Close your eyes. Deep breath in. And exhale. Again, inhale. Let it go. Last one. Beautiful. Go ahead and slowly start to flutter the eyes open. Hands come to prayer. Thank you so much for practicing with me. My name is Kira Michelle. Enjoy the rest of your day.